The wetsuit. When we indicate a temperature in terms of hot or cold, we refer mentally to air that is still. In fact, the human body perceives cold proportionally to the heat that is exchanged, a form of energy whose quality is measured by the temperature. As a result, bodies with higher temperatures give up heat to those with lower temperatures. Since the average temperature of our body is 36.5 degrees, our skin in contact with water at a lower temperature loses heat. The same happens in the air, but with an important difference. The air, if it is still, is a bad conductor of heat. By wearing clothes, we trap a layer of air around our body. Therefore, once this layer of air has been heated up, heat loss is greatly reduced. If we are in the sea in just our swimwear, the heat we transmit to the water is immediately dispersed into the environment and we continue to lose heat. Even if we trap a layer of water in contact with our body with our clothes, we will still be colder than in the air. In fact, to heat the layer of water, we have to give up 4 times more heat than what is needed to heat a similar layer of air. In addition, water, whose molecules are closer than those of air, conducts heat 20 to 25 times faster, so heat loss will also occur faster than in air. Ultimately, in water, we cool down more quickly, and special equipment is needed in order to maintain our body temperature. The wetsuit is in practice a close-fitting suit made mostly of neoprene, capable of limiting heat loss. Comfort and freedom of movement are the requirements that a snorkeler's equipment must guarantee. Protection, power and safety are the characteristics that a freediver looks for in his equipment. Wrapped in your wetsuit, the way of being in the water becomes a little less natural, but it is certainly more comfortable from the point of view of staying warmer. And it also allows you to enjoy the incredible beauties of the underwater world for much longer. The wetsuit provides protection against pointed rocks, sharp concretions and stinging corals, and also offers protection against sunburn on the surface. Neoprene is produced in different thicknesses and is a material that looks like a rubber. For wetsuits, the neoprene is treated in such a way as to imprison tiny bubbles of gas bubbles in it. The insulating action is carried out by the gas that is trapped in the bubbles, air or nitrogen. As it is waterproof, neoprene also manages to trap a layer of water around the body and therefore performs a function similar to that of clothes in the air. The classic wetsuit for freediving is a 2-piece wetsuit with an incorporated hood, without a zipper and with high-waisted pants. The 2-piece suit allows you to be comfortable and free in your movements and allow the movements of the upper limbs to be independent of the lower ones. A hood that is incorporated into the top half of the suit is especially important from the point of view of warmth, because it limits the infiltration of water down the back. The surface of the neoprene used to make the wetsuits can be lined or unlined. If the suit is lined internally, it is easier to put on, while an unlined one guarantees better thermal insulation, as it adheres perfectly to the skin. When using a non-lined neoprene suit, it is suitable to wet it first with soapy water to make putting it on more comfortable and faster. The outer surface of the suit can also be in lined or unlined neoprene. Unlined neoprene dries very easily and becomes a good insulator even when in contact with air. This is why this type is recommended in the colder months when boat or dinghy trips are necessary. Lined neoprene also has the advantage of offering more resistance to tears. The thickness of the neoprene varies in relation to the water temperature. A 5mm wetsuit is ideal for water temperatures not lower than 21 degrees Celsius. If, on the other hand, the temperature of the water is lower, thicker neoprene is necessary. However, using a thicker wetsuit leads to a reduction in comfort and less freedom of movement, and this is why many freedivers prefer to use an undersuit. If the temperature of the water allows, that is when it exceeds 25 degrees Celsius, you may also choose to use a one-piece wetsuit. The one-piece wetsuit is particularly suitable for freediving training in a pool. The most important feature to consider when buying a wetsuit for freediving is how well it fits. The suit must fit snugly and comfortably without hindering the movements of the arms and legs. Furthermore, it must not compress the rib cage, so it is easy to breathe when you are on the surface. It is also important that the suit fits well around the wrists, the neck and the ankles, so as to prevent a lot of water getting in. However, it must not be so tight as to hinder the circulation of the blood. A wetsuit that is suitable is the one that keeps you sufficiently warm for the duration of the activity you are carrying out. The onset of shivering is a clear sign of dangerous lowering of body temperature. In this case, you have to get out of the water immediately and warm up. Dry yourself, change into dry clothes and drink something warm. On the other hand, the opposite problem could also occur. Staying in the sun while wearing the wetsuit can easily cause the body to reach high temperatures, which could lead to heat exhaustion or even sunstroke. If you notice that you are getting too warm, wet the suit with a bucket of water or jump into the sea.